round one's about to start. We're back again. I guess things weren't super gimmicky in the draft, but I think it's okay.
Didn't pick up what we needed to really make Frontier Siege work, and I'm very sorry.
I think just gimmicky draft in a vacuum is not necessarily like the strongest compass to guide us. So
bad news, folks. We lost the die roll here. We're off to a bad start. We're seriously off the rails.
We've got a morph. I'm gonna keep this.
This looks like a keeper.
Honestly, we're not LSV. We're not Marshall Sutcliffe. We're not.
Are we not Marshall Sutcliffe?
We're definitely not Marshall Sutcliffe.
That's true in a factual sense.
But I think it's fine.
Nice. We drew our mythic rare. Game salvaged.
Game's in the pocket.
So we got turn 3, turn 4, turn
F6,
5 play.
F6. I think what we're bringing you here is just two.
No, we want to play our cards here.
Two regular Joes doing a draft, doing the best we can. We're not pro tours here. I'm not a pro tour.
Yeah. Pro tour is, I think, how it's pronounced.
But we think we know how to make decent decisions. Maybe you know how to make decent decisions. Maybe we can both learn something from each other. Right?
I like that our opponent's mana base is 3 basic lands in the Sultai colors. I think that bodes well for us. All right, Jeez, a little bit late there, Highland game. Okay, so we're off to a great start. We're going to play our morph. I'm expecting our opponent to kill this with something.
And whatever they use to kill this, they're not going to use to kill Shaman of the Great Hunt.
An ideal play
this
right
orc
now.
Shaman with this hideous off-color activated ability.
Ferocious. Ooh, the 4-color, 4 basic lands special.
One was not
I like it.
Huh?
Okay.
Alright, so what's our plan here?
I think we play an island. I think we play Shaman of the Great Hunt. And I think we pass the turn. As unexciting as that is, I don't think we want to run our Shaman right into the manifest.
To this.
And next
it's a real manifest over there on the other side of the board.
It is.
Right.
Alright, so I really like that next turn, if nothing happens to our Shaman, we have the Savage Punch live, which is going to be very strong.
And if this turns out to be a bear, it's even a flavor win.
Right.
Which, as we know, is our thing. Be sure to check out our flavor reviews on mtgoacademy.com.
So
do we block this?
We clearly, definitely do not block here.
All right. We'll
take them damages. And
Savage Punch has a Ferocious active now. So
right, that's what I was just saying.
Or we can flip up our morph.
I'm hoping that they play a blocker that we can... it's a Grim Contest. That's unfortunate.
Okay, well, this is
now we get to attack and Fierce Invocation.
I'm going to play Mountain. I'm going to attack. I'm going to cast Fierce Invocation. How's that plan sound to you?
That sounds like a great plan. I'm sad that there is a Grim Contest.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason that they're playing. The colors are playing.
Dear God, that is a 4-color
Usually I just, completely assume that my opponent has no idea what they're doing, but,
what is our manifest? What did we manifest? You hover your mouse over it. Is that a creature?
Yes!
Creature happened! We can flip that up and cast a Savage Punch.
Its stats are 3/1. Would we rather have
the
a 4/4 or a 5/3?
It depends on whether we're beating down or not.
But we can flip this up and cast Savage Punch.
It's pretty exciting. We can also just go to town with a couple Savage Punches. Just some body blows, really, to the opponent.
We can clear out their blockers and deal some extra damage.
I think if we get to play 2 Savage Punches next turn, the draft will have been a success.
I'm beginning to understand why all the pros say this card is so good. Why all these pro tours out there are rating this card so highly.
Do a quick left and a quick right. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No. Oh no, I'm so sad now.
Well, you know what we get to do is we get to play Bloodfire Expert.
Why can't every game just
then
be
Savage Punch
roll over an opponent who does nothing?
They're leaving a lot of mana up here, which is a little bit tricky. But I think we still want to just play Bloodfire Expert and then have our morphed Savage Punch there, Ice Feather Haven. Unless you think
because that will, once you play this, Prowess will trigger Ferocious.
Yeah.
and then we can still attack for a decent amount of
I feel like we're getting fairly blown out here by like Douse and Gloom, but I don't know. Do you want to try to play around Douse and Gloom?
How would we play around Dazzling Gloom? Just attack?
Just attack.
Not Savage Punch?
I like Savage Punching here. I don't know. Maybe it's
Okay.
wrong.
So, alright, I'll play Thornwood Balls and I'll Savage Punch. I think it's a 2-for-1 if that happens.
It's a pretty good 2-for-1 too.
Is it better to just play Highland Game and attack with the Morph?
Let's well, you make the call. You make the call, buddy.
Maybe that's greedy. Yes. I'm scared of Dazzling Gloom now. Why do you say that?
Yes, Douse and Gloom is a scary card. We should make our play though.
Okay.
We don't want to run out on time.
We have more time than they have.
We should make our play.
So you think Savage Punch, not worrying about Dazzling Gloom, is the correct move here?
I feel like they've got so many cards in hand that they probably have something.
They're probably just some idiot drafting a bunch of different colors. Let's just completely underestimate them.
Okay.
That's sarcasm. That's bad sportsmanship. I do not.
Sorry, 170.
We're making an intentional choice to not play around Dazzling Gloom.
That was great. Worked out perfectly. And now we're going to get sandblasted, but that's okay.
Did we see any Dazzling Glooms in the draft?
I didn't see any Dazzling Glooms. So massive swing in our favor just now.
Cool. That felt good.
I like how next turn we're going to have the mana to flip up our 4/5 and also Savage Punch.
Oh, true. We basically got all of our options available.
Our options being Highland Game and Savage Punch.
And flipping things around.
Oh, this is good. If this is a large creature, I'm very excited to flip up our thing in Savage Punch.
Angler.
That's a great thing to punch.
Yeah. Despite my affection for this big, dumb-looking fish.
God, that's great.
I shouldn't say dumb. That's ableist language. Note for all the people at home. I learned this recently.
Because like if you can't hear something.
Yeah.
Or you can't talk. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to flip this up. We're going to pay our mana to flip it up.
Hey, look at you using the Magic
Online interface. And then I'm going to Savage Punch, targeting a creature I control and a creature I don't control.
You got it.
And there we go.
And then we 2.
And we're going to come in for a sizable amount of damage here.
Almost, yeah, taking them down to 6. They're dead next turn if they don't do anything. And I always assume my opponent's just not going to do anything next turn.
Well, they do have 4 colors and 5 cards in hand, 6 mana, so
they're probably just going to sit there like a cardboard cutout, just waiting to be defeated by me. Is always the case in my dreams, which are routinely about playing
largely
Magic
about Magic.
It sounds like a joke, but I mean, you play this game enough, and
let's take a look at the Gurmag Angler again. I want to point out something about this zombie fish. Oh, we've got a Rakshasa.
What about it?
I like that its lure is the shape of a little person.
Yeah, it says so in the flavor text.
Yeah, that's
otherwise it just makes no sense whatsoever.
Right. Okay, so here we are just slamming in.
We don't have the mana to regenerate this.
Yeah, we need to slam in with
attack,
our
play Highland Game after combat.
Right, because we want to represent all the 6 mana combat tricks that we might have.
Or a pair of 3 mana combat tricks.
It is very silly that the opponent doesn't have plays here. It's very bad for them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Highland Game. Get 2 lethal creatures into play. I like playing a land here.
I do too. There's not a Chittering Rats in the format.
Well, there's lots of discard spells. There is a Chittering Rats.
Is there? So does it puts it on top of your library?
Oh, Chittering Rats. Yeah. Hey! Alright, look at that. First win.
Okay, so let's take a look at their cards before we start sideboarding.
So they appear to be Sultai splashing white, probably for that Siege Rhino.
Oh, yeah.
Just a guess.
Yeah. Oh, right. That means there's a Siege Rhino in the draft when you don't take it. Whatever, man. I'm not hate drafting.
Based on what we saw, I like our deck. I don't really see a ton of things I want to bring in. I think that the most common change we're going to make to our sideboard is going to be bringing in the 2-drops against more aggressive decks. I don't think we want that.
Against something that it can block profitably.
I think we're looking good here. One consideration would be Active Treason, which would force through a lot of damage against a deck that plays like random 5/5s.
If we were going to bring that in, What is not good against this opponent?
Right into being is our worst card.
Right into being. Okay.
But like, let's just leave it. Our deck was fine. We didn't get to play right into being, so let's just pretend that right into being is an act of treason.
Let's pretend we sideboarded this in, so that I got to use my sideboarding time.
World of imagination. We should we do a new video?
No. We'll do a new video for next week.
Okay.
We're leaving this in. This is
I'm
uncut.
glad that we got that
raw,
on camera.
Raw, uncut.
Well, it's only been 10 minutes.
Not leaving anything on the cutting room floor.
I think we did a great job that game.
I think we deserve a treat. Let's have some chocolate after this.
I'm gonna take a sip of water.
Yeah, cheers.
Hope that water drinking sound came through on the microphone. I know how much people like to hear that.
So, I think maybe something we could have done better this draft is try to only draft things that were flavored as teamer cards.
What do you think is in our deck that's not a teamer card?
I mean, we'd have to look at our list, but Bloodfire Expert, for example.
That does appear to be a Jeskai card.
And, I mean, Right Into Being is probably Jeskai as well.
Yeah, I don't think the teamer know how to write. They strike me as a largely illiterate clan.
Good, actually, teamer cards in our deck are
Shaman of the Great Hunt.
Snowhorn Rider.
Savage Punch, very teamer.
Savage Punch is definitely a teamer card. Is it honestly, okay, this has kind of bothered me because I'm pretty sure they're based off of like North Asian kind of Mongolian and
the teamer?
Or if not Mongolian, like
what has happened to Magic Online?
I think we're waiting for our opponent to finish sideboarding. I'm pretty sure that this is definitely a mulligan.
That looks like a mulligan to me.
But I was saying those languages, I do not believe they have an E sound like
this hand is fine.
It'd be like Tamor.
Well, if you feel like saying it that way the entire draft, I'm not going to stop you.
I think that I guess they're also not real.
This is an excellent draw. Gives us not only a curve out, but also turns our Savage Punch on, which is pretty much the thing that killed our opponent last game, was all our Savage Punches. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see them use a removal spell on the Bloodfire Expert because it was so good against them last game.
So you're thinking Bloodfire Expert before Glacial Stalker?
I like Bloodfire Expert before either of them were. Just because we really want to turn on our Savage Punch.
Another Paymore card.
Yep. Oh, that's a card that we are fine attacking into.
Yeah. Hey, this too. Check out that watermark.
Yeah, sure. I guess so. Oh, hey, happy to pick that up as well.
Another great Tamer card.
Yep. Yeah, throw some boulders.
It's not gonna kill
I'm not happy with how similar Barrage of Boulders looks to Bring Low. Like, upon casual glance, I cannot tell those two cards apart. Which is extremely confusing.
Yeah, I've definitely seen people. I saw Marshall Sutcliffe.
You saw Marshall. How's Marshall doing? Your friend Marshall?
He picked it over, I believe, on MTGOacademy.com. He picked it over, or thought it was a Bring Low and picked it by mistake.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
Barrage of Boulders is actually better than it used to be, though, so it's not necessarily the worst. So I like what's happening here. So our opponent, representing some kind of trick, a Dragon Scale Boon, perhaps. I think I like just crashing in here. I don't think I want a Savage Punch when they have all that mana open.
Do you want to cast this?
No, we don't want to do that.
You get Prowess, get a damage on there in case they do have...
I think it's possible that they have another kind of trick. I think attacking here is fine. And, then we're trading 1 for 1 with these cards that we don't necessarily care that much about losing.
That's a great point.
And we are 1 mana away from flipping a Pine Walker and just going off completely with a 5/5.
Yeah, like trading.
If this is a straight up trade, I think we're quite happy with that.
Oh yeah. And trading a combat trick for a creature even is just we're even on cards if that happens.
Yeah. I think that
wow. Oh great. Okay, so Glacial Stalker,
definitely Pine Walker, because Pine Walker we could draw many things in our deck and flip him up, whereas Glacial Stalker we would need to draw exactly Island.
Okay, and I guess they probably don't have removal spell based on how that last turn went.
It is also a much better morph than Glacial Stalker.
Fire a graveyard.
That's a cool plus for a graveyard.
I want to be able to see what's in there. Oh yeah, this interface is really nice. So look at this. You want to see the exile zone? You have to do that. You want to see your
Wow.
revealed cards?
Oh,
You have to do this.
that looks great.
It's just that the screen just keeps continually
You know what?
shrinking until there's no
I
space
think it's
left.
unbelievably beautiful. It's a great design decision, and I'm happy they made it.
We've got a formless nurturing over there. It looks like.
Ugh, we have nothing. We have nothing good to do.
Uh,
So I guess we're just morph and pass.
I think you're right.
Drawing a land would be good.
I'm noticing this barrage of boulders has been kind of sitting there and not doing a lot so far.
I was just noticing how great Barrage of Boulders is, because if we ever get to the point in the game where we can flip up these morphs, we are doing 11 damage with just
we
Barrage
get
of Boulders.
ferocious turned on. It's really only good if ferocious is on.
Our deck is a ferocious deck. We're mighty and ferocious.
This is
Members
not,
of the
this is
tier
not a ferocious
clan.
board state.
So,
Anymore.
yeah.
Again, that's honestly, I don't have any idea what North Asian.
I would imagine it rhymes with lemur.
What's
Okay,
that?
let's Formless Nurture.
Okay. Attacks. I think I get too aggressive sometimes. If you weren't here, I might have just.
You'd be attacking into the 3/3?
Just.
What did we get? What did we hit?
I think I've stated numerous times I'm not the best player in the world.
What did we? What is our manifest?
I don't believe in
Yes!
Jeez, 2
Yes!
times in a row.
If we draw a land, we're in a very good place because we have 3 mana to flip that up and an active
Actually,
Savage Punch.
well, the only thing that we're as likely to get into play as a Bloodfire Expert is a Savage Punch because we have 2
Well,
of each.
there's a land.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know what's going on our opponent's side. It seems like they just have no cards. Like they haven't played anything.
That's a good card.
Okay, so maybe I jinxed us a little bit there.
Thanks, man.
What are they gonna do with those counters?
I like how these triggered abilities just come up on top of your board state and obscure everything.
Okay, so let's say we draw a land. We don't draw land, so we have nothing to do.
Don't draw land. We could flip this up at instant speed if we want.
We would want to do that
Wait till the end of
a
their
little
turn.
bit later. Yeah. So I think at this point we do nothing.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, I like how we're doing nothing. I like how we're never drawing land.
Hey, Mana Screw beats Mana Flood.
I don't even know what our opponent is doing. They have just so much mana and so many cards in hand. I would imagine they'd be doing.
I think they're playing every
big
card they
stuff.
drafted at their earliest convenience, kind of like how we are.
But it's like, what can you not cast for that amount of mana?
If they attack with this, do we want to trade it?
If they attack with their 3/3?
Yeah.
If they attack with their 3/3, I think we double block with a morph.
Okay, what about this?
We don't do anything about it. We take 6. I think we take definitely 6 and be fine that they're attacking. No, because that guy represents damage with Barrage of Boulders.
Okay, end of their turn, should I flip this up?
Definitely, unless they do something else. I think we're fine taking 6 here. Our opponent is not the beatdown.
You are right, I do want to watch our time, probably. We're a little too chatty.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Our opponent has no plays again, which is weird, you know.
Well, I mean, they might have like a Sandblast.
They're representing a lot of things, a lot of potential things.
Oh, good. We can just cast this with all our items.
Okay, so my question here is...
Savage Punch is active.
Right. Do we want to try Savage Punching one of our other creatures on the manifest there? Or what?
I mean, they gotta have some removals, but how do they have all their colors, 8 lands, and 3 cards in hand, and not have anything to do on their turn?
Let's,
Do you want to Savage Punch this with a Bloodfire Expert?
No.
Just get 2 for ourselves, get it off the board?
I don't think we care enough about that.
Okay.
I think that what we want to do here is either Barrage of Boulders and just attack for a bunch, or Savage Punch and get the manifest off the board and attack for a bunch.
Okay, Savage Punch like this to the manifest, maybe?
Sure, or the morph.
Oh yeah, because then they wouldn't trade unless they flipped it up.
Yeah.
Which one are we
definitely
okay with
Glacial
losing
Stalker.
if they have a trick?
I think we Savage Punch, morph to Glacial Stalker, or manifest.
Alright, I like that plan.
It's a little bit weird because they're representing so much, but they haven't had anything. So
I mean, yeah. What else can we do? Like you said, this could be a 2 for 1.
yeah. Kaboom! Punched you.
This is just a tense moment of silence. It's a pregnant pause.
Well, here's the thing.
What are they tapping for? It could be almost any card in the set.
Any card in the game of Magic.
Any non-red card.
Grim Contest.
That's okay.
No, it's not great.
It's still a 1-for-1.
Not really, because like now we don't
have ferocious.
They're 2-for-2ing.
Okay.
Or yeah, 2-for-2ing is. It's not the worst thing in the world. Or actually 2-for-3ing us. Alright, I guess we swing in. I mean,
no, that was 2-for-2.
No,
they spent 2, we lost 2.
We lost 3.
Oh, right, the Savage Punch is also a card. Okay.
Well,
that's
I think we're still in fairly good shape if we draw lands at some point.
Isn't a great racing situation for us.
I think our racing situation is fine, given that we have, all this stuff, this Force Away, and this, barrage of boulders.
Oh, if we draw an island, we're in decent shape.
Sure. I'm gonna point out here how much better the Traitorous Act would be than the Right into Being.
Oh, Active Treason?
Whatever.
It'd be better than Force Away, too.
Yeah.
Think about it. What did I say?
I don't remember.
I said that we should play it. I considered playing it instead of Force Away. The burden of genius. Cast this face down. That's really all we have to do, I guess.
Yep.
My mom's here.
Great. Good thing to include in the video.
What am I gonna do? Not say hi to my mom?
That's true. Very polite. We're 12 years old, by the way.
We're at least 30 or so. I'm visiting my parents. I don't live with them.
I don't think they're going to believe you at this point.
I'm playing Magic the Gathering.
Alright, let's get hit by another Grim Contest here. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, plant form.
So, can their morph turn face up into our Snowhorn Rider?
No.
Okay.
It's just I don't even think it's anything other than a 2/2.
So we've lost this game to a deck playing a lot of defensive cards.
So plant form is a huge bomb that we did not know about.
No, it's fine.
So that's something to take into account.
So what are we going to do about sideboarding? They have a lot of really strong, big stuff with high toughness.
I was very disappointed with Barrage of Boulders that game.
I just want to point out that if we had ever gotten to 5 mana, it would have done a ton of damage and probably killed them.
That's a good point.
I feel like Kintree Warden would have been good in that matchup.
Oh, to block the thing.
They appear to have a lot of non-evasive giant things.
Maybe a Kintree Warden over Right in the Beam?
Yeah, I like that. I feel like the upside is higher there. And if you want to take out the barrage, I guess Active Treason is okay. There was a lot of times...
I'll give the barrage another shot.
There were a lot of times where they only had one big blocker that was keeping us from attacking them for quite a lot. So
Active Treason handles that better.
Try that instead of barrage or instead of Force Away. I guess Force Away is just too good. Alright, let's try it.
Try it out.
I do want to point out...
Are we over sideboarding? Are we falling into the trap of over sideboarding?
I don't know what that means.
Sideboarding? No, just doing too much sideboarding.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Yeah, okay, let's try this.
I agree with this. I think Active Treason's better. They haven't had like a huge army of blockers or any low toughness creatures.
I do want to point out that Force Away has been very good against Grim Contests, which our opponent appears to be playing a lot of.
Yes.
So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Let's play first.
For change.
Looks good.
Yep, got a morph, got 3 lands.
Teamer Battle Rage, can't lose.
You're the best.
Is that relevant to how we're doing right now? Would you say that we're the best around?
Teamer Battle Rage
is the best around.
The best card.
Our opponent making it hard for us by starting the game off gaining some life. Always uphill road for the aggro deck versus the 4-color put 6 or 7 lands into play deck.
The aggro deck whose curve starts at 5.
I mean, See, our opponent sideboarded in Wetland Sandbar against us.
Great.
So I think we
And
cast
Mindwalker.
Glacial Stalker here because we're happy trading it.
Oh, good point.
This card is never going to get flipped up in this game, so we might as well kill a blocker.
Bring low.
That's a fine thing
We
to have.
could possibly not block this and cast Bring Low on it.
Why on earth would we do that? We use our removal spell on a 2-1.
We get to keep attacking. Maybe we get a 4/5 later.
The possibility is whether we give them the option to trade or not. We're definitely not using our removal spell on it.
Yeah, because having a 4/5 also blanks what
It does, right. I mean, I would be kind of surprised if they
See,
attacked here.
I'm learning things playing this game.
Magic the Gathering.
Maybe if someone's watching that, they're learning things too. No, this particular game of Magic, like, hey, Jesse T, maybe don't make this bad decision you're
going to make. I just don't think it's worth the 4 mana spend on the 2-1. This is kind of interesting.
Do we trade?
I think it's fine. I think it's fine to trade. I'm happy trading here.
Because they'll probably not like more.
I mean, I'm happy killing Sandbar. I'm happy drawing a combat trick out of them. Cool. Fine with that. Sure. Alright, well.
So do we bring that low, or
no,
do we
we
just
don't
play
bring
another
anything
more?
more. We'll play more morphs.
Yeah, I'm going to play Snowhorn Rider.
I would say that Planewalker's a lot better here.
So are we trading it?
No, we're not trading it. We're drawing a land next turn and attacking. I mean, hopefully we don't have 2 games in a row where we never draw a 5th
What do
land.
you think about that tapping situation? Should I have represented a different spell?
I don't think there's anything that costs 1 green or anything that costs 1 red in this format.
I could have represented, what's it called? The thing we brought in, Kintry Warden.
Could have represented a instant speed Kintry Warden of some kind.
This isn't just like pointless chatter.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we could be considering.
I like that our opponent is mapping the wastes right now. I think that's a great thing for them to be doing.
That doesn't give them a strategic advantage.
It also puts a counter on their thing and makes it even deader to bring low, which is looking like a better play all the time here.
Definitely
so
true.
I think we don't do anything.
Don't block.
I think we try to draw land.
Monastery.
I think we bring it low.
Okay, we did not draw land, so this is
I think
not only our best, but also our only play.
We could also play another morph and add to the board, but I think that them being on the amount of mana that you do,
I successfully did not click our own creature as a target.
We kill the Kintry Warden. That's an exciting hit. I see that our opponent's thinking probably the same as ours in that we have a lot of big ground guys that they want to block forever with Kintry Warden.
I think you're correct.
Right. Here we have a 3/3.
It gets lifelink if he has a black or white.
Yeah.
So it's just a
yes, this is very good. So I feel like we attack here.
Pure.
We attack here.
And then unmorph if they block.
Definitely unmorph if they block. The question is, do we unmorph if they don't block?
I mean, what else are we doing?
I think we're leaving it up because this thing untaps when it unmorphs. Okay. And I think it's possible that it makes sense to try to get them.
Yeah, we could try to.
Especially if they play a black or white creature pre-combat to give it lifelink.
Yeah, it seems good to me.
Let's see what happens here. If they just straight up attack, I'm not sure. We definitely want to unmorph no matter what.
Is this a safe or a greedy play?
We'll see what happens. We have to see how much they tap before they attack.
Like, if we were behind, would we want to do this?
I think we're not really behind right now.
I'm saying, like, if we like imagine we're like bad players.
Okay, I've got it. Let's unmorph and block. Are you asking if it would have been safer to unmorph before?
Imagine we're not pro drawers.
Not really, because like they can't really respond to the unmorph. Anything that they had that was going to kill it would kill it anyway. Only thing we're like maybe not playing around here is like a throttle or something like that, or a combat trick. But our opponent's deck doesn't really seem like a combat deck type of combat trick type of deck to me.
They could be on anything because they keep leaving all their land untapped every turn. They've got literally every color available right now.
I mean, I think if they're doing something now, it's removal spell, right? I feel like if you're 5 colors, you can find better things to do than play combat tricks. I think this is fine.
They do have some. Hey.
Oh, it's exactly that card I said.
Good call, yeah. Nice.
Well, I don't hate getting
Still
a throttle out of their hand, and we get to Snowhorn Rider, just play it face up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There are only 2 cards in hand, and we have actually like an insane hand right now.
Disdainful Stroke.
I really like the combo of Savage Punch plus Temur Battle Rage coming up very soon to do like 14 to them out of nowhere.
We got double Savage Punch.
Well, if we draw another land, then we get to do even more damage. We get to actually kill them.
It's a double strike feature. Oh, nothing?
Okay. So,
oh, man.
I think we do, in fact, want to just attack here.
Okay. Playing this land.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to get fancy. Just attack.
I think we just attack. Right. Because at this moment we are, in fact, winning the race.
We are. What if they have a removal spell for this?
If they had it, they would have used it by now. The question is if we want to... We don't want to do anything. We just want to pass.
If they get rid of this, our entire hand is just dead.
Well, if they had a removal spell, they could use it in response to our... Jesus, another supply form. Okay, well, actually we're set up really well to actually win next turn.
Okay, and we can replay this.
We play this right now again. Next turn we Savage Punch things, and then we Temur Battle Rage and kill them. Right? That works?
Do we kill them if we cast Temur Battle Rage? This gets... Yeah, this becomes a 9-power double strike. That works.
I mean, assuming no other untoward things happen, we get to just battle rage them out, just ferocious them out right now.
I mean, you think that's right to just go for it next turn?
I think so. I mean, we don't want to trade with the Snowhorn Rider, right?
No.
And like you said, our Savage Punches aren't doing us any favors if we don't play them.
Yeah, that's true. Like, if they kill the creature, we just lose anyway.
But do you see how much better it was to attack there? Ugh, Armament Core.
Sorry, we got multiple Savage Punches. Hopefully it turns out okay.
Okay, so we've got 6/6 and 5/5.
Okay, we can first Savage Punch to this, second Savage Punch to that, and then they've just got this blocker left over.
Oh, we actually can't do that.
Oh,
because
nice! Now we can. Oh, they gain 3.
No, because we kill the Armament Core first.
Oh, and then they don't have a black or white permanent.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, fingers crossed for no more spells from our opponent.
They have 1 card left in hand.
Okay, let's just...
Yeah, so unless it's instant speed removal, I think we win here.
Start punching the Armament Core. And, you know, we could easily die here. That's fine. Okay, second Savage Punch all queued up and ready to go. And now we Temur Battle Rage.
And hopefully this does the trick.
All that I will say is probably we should have attacked first to see if we could bait out like a Whisk Away or something.
Oh,
but,
here comes
Kill Shot or Whisk Away, which is probably why we shouldn't do Battle Rage.
F6, fingers crossed.
Until...
Yes!
Yeah! Well done.
Did it!
High five.
Okay. In round 2.
Round 2.